That's because the Bonner Bridge is not safe for drivers. That's a developing story from the Outer Banks tonight. It is closed to traffic.
And North Carolina declared a state of emergency to get federal money to fix the bridge, and soon. For now, ferries will help people get across the Oregon Inlet. The Bonner Bridge is a vital lifeline between Hatteras Island and the rest of the Outer Banks, and this obviously has a widespread impact on locals, tourists, and fishermen. 10 on Your Side, Art Khan joins us now with what recent inspections revealed and what this could mean for you. Art?
Yeah, it's interesting. If we go back just a few days, I mean, this past weekend, North Carolina Department of Transportation issued a statement talking about this severe erosion around the pilings, the base of the support structure of the base of the bridge, but they said it wasn't enough to affect the public safety, and they left the bridge open. Now, just a few days later, they've reversed that decision. They said that ongoing monitoring and increased sonar testing revealed additional areas of concern, therefore leading to the decision to close the span today. Now, as you mentioned, ferry service is being established. They hope to have it to a limited capacity tonight, but tomorrow morning is when it will be up and running fully. Now, on the mainland side, you'll catch the ferry in Stumpy Point, which isn't too far from Manio. And then on the island side, you will catch the ferry in Rodanthe. That'll bring you over to the mainland. Now, the ferries will begin on the mainland side at 5 a.m. and begin over in Rodanthe at 6 a.m. We have a complete schedule of that posted for you from North Carolina Department of Transportation. We have a link to it on WAVY.com. If you're going to be traveling to or from this area, I strongly urge you to take a look at that schedule. Now, it's interesting that the NCDOT has been trying to build a new bridge here for quite some time, and a contract was awarded in August of 2011. But legal challenges from the Southern Environmental Law Center, representing a couple of environmentalist groups, have delayed that construction. Now, we talked about this a little bit at 5, and interesting, we heard from the Southern Environmental Law Center. They released a statement to us saying essentially that if NCDOT builds another bridge here in the same location, which was what they were planning to do, that this shoaling or the scouring or the erosion of that sand around the pilings will just happen again and we'll be here all over again. They say that a bridge should be built from Pamlico Sound, one that spans Pamlico Sound. Interesting, that's the same route these ferries will be taking. There's a lot of issues in that debate, though. I want to let you know, too, that our Lauren Compton, my colleague, will be staying here tonight and covering this story, and we'll have an update for you later on at 11. But in the meantime, as you see behind me, Highway 12 remains closed. Also want to point out one other thing, because I know some of my friends on the island, they're pretty gutsy guys. If you were thinking about making a run across the bridge anyway, don't. This is what they have blocking the bridge, and I can assure you that that truck is not going to give very much. Reporting live from Oregon Inland at the base of the Bonner Bridge, Art Khan, 10 on your side.
Just giving you an idea of how serious this is, we still have a lot of questions tonight, including how long the bridge will be closed. The Dare County Board of Commissioners is working to get answers to that vital question, and our team coverage picks up tonight with 10 on your side's Andy Fox, who's been busy working the phones and talking to local leaders. Andy, they say they were shocked by this announcement.
Shocked by the timing of the announcement, and there's concern on the coordination of the closing announcement. We spoke with Alan Burris, who is vice chairman for Dare County Board of Commissioners. He is frustrated that he was told by North Carolina Department of Transportation the bridge was fine. Then, an hour later, when he was about to cross the bridge, they called back and told him they were closing the bridge. We also spoke with the chairman of the board. He's livid with environmental groups he claims continue to obstruct progress. The Bonner Bridge doesn't need a few minor repairs. It's become increasingly weakened by its own weight.
And they're concerned about the dead weight of the bridge, Andy. They're not concerned about the live weight. They're not concerned about the weight of my car or your car going across it. They're concerned about the dead weight of the bridge holding itself up.
Chairman of the Dare County Board of Commissioners, Warren Judge, says the Bonner Bridge is causing immediate safety concerns with no easy overnight fix.
The less challenging repairs could take as much as 30 days. If it was more complicated, 3 to 4 months.
In layman terms, Judge says the shoring up of the bridge involves structures that look like toy jacks.
They look like the jacks that you played with when you were a kid, concrete and metal encased with metal mesh and whatnot, and They sit those in the on the ocean floor around the piling.
Judge says it's like an interlocking ring around the base of the bridge structure.
Inside that ring, they fill it up with sandbags. And those sandbags are big and 3, 4, 5 feet in depth and width and height, and then a certain length. They fill it up with sand, and that's as good as pouring concrete.
Chairman Judge says the current problems are not caused by the North Carolina Department of Transportation not doing the work, but from obstacles put up to keep them from doing the work.
They're cut off because special interest groups are doing everything they can to keep this bridge from being replaced.
There is no doubt there is a war on Hatteras Island. It's not only an environmental war, it is a war between environmental groups and the board and those who are supporting the bridge. Late this afternoon, we got this statement from the Southern Environmental Law Center Judge and Burris are upset with, and it reads, NCDOT's plan to build new bridges in the exact same places over Oregon Inlet and along NC-12 is going to cause the exact same problems that led to today's bridge closure. And you can read more of this statement online at WAVY.com. In the newsroom, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And again, emergency ferries have just started limited service. The first ferry from Rodanthe left just a few minutes ago. The first ferry from Stumpy Point, that leaves at 9:30. Tomorrow, you can expect a full schedule of runs between Stumpy Point and Rodanthe. We've posted that complete list of departures on WAVY.com. The earliest ferry will leave Stumpy Point at 5 a.m. and from Rodanthe at 6. County officials are also working with people who need help getting critical services off the island, such as cancer patients who need treatment. The Coast Guard will also assist as needed and with medical emergencies that need transportation. Count on 10 on your side to follow this story tonight at 11. And a reminder, our Lauren Compton is also on the Outer Banks gathering new information on this developing story.